but write it down in your own words. When you go back to it, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, that's what they were talking about.
Yeah. And I think we can just bounce off of each other. I mean, if you guys want me to go for it, it's pretty self-explanatory, but it's also, I know this is all new for us too. And I feel like, I know I'm still trying to process everything and what this means for us. But I will go ahead and share my screen so that you guys can kind of see this. And I will post this recording. Hi, Hopi. Oh, baby girl.
You say hi, Brookie.
Hi, sweet baby.
Big smiles.
Oh, did she get so big?
She missed mama.
I can't. Oh, Brooke, I owe you a bag of cough drops after this week.
I have one in. Brooke and I were the hackers. We were those people, you guys. It was, and then we get to laughing at something and then just both go into coughing fits. It was fun
the
stuff.
last night, Steven was like, I don't think you slept. You just kept like hacking.
Mm-hmm.
It was so good. Awesome. Okay. Oh no, something went wrong. Shoot. Can you guys still see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
I got to go back to presentation mode. Okay. It is Monday, October 17th, 2022. We are coming off of our leadership retreat. We've got Gabby and Rebecca and Brooke, and I believe Megan is on here too. So I don't know if you guys have any formal announcements you'd like to share before we start, or thoughts. Oh my gosh, this is annoying. Okay, hold on. We've got this.
If you're newer and you're like, what is this thing you guys just went to? Because I didn't know anything about like what it was at all until the year I qualified for it. I didn't even know it existed. It's a leadership conference for coaches in the network who have achieved 5-star diamond. And there's some other perks that come along with having some leadership points, and that's related to the Road to Elite. But basically, and this is, I'm not saying this to sound like a brag, I swear, it's just to kind of get an idea of kind of like who's in the room and who we got to learn from so that we can like pass that down. But it's pretty awesome. So we're like the frontline people that they're making these announcements to in person. So we have a second to kind of like digest it a little bit so that we can kind of chew it up and like, okay, this is what this means and how it relates to our teams respectively and how like we want to move forward.
And I'll just add on to that. I remember my first year, like I went as Megan's guest 4 years ago. And I just remember thinking, I'm like, okay, I'm going to this. This is with the top coaches. I am going to learn the magic sauce. Like, what are they doing? What's working? Like, they clearly have something that I don't have. And I just remember going and being like, nope, they are just like me. They have either worked harder than I have worked, or they have just been around doing this longer than I have. And that was for me like a big aha moment. Like the top coaches, like they're just so normal and regular, and there literally is no secret sauce, and everyone is just trying to share what is working for them. And I think that was like just a big breakthrough mentally for me. So bedtime.
Yeah, I'm glad you said something, Gabby, because I forgot, like, we can introduce ourselves and say who we are and share a little bit about this because we have so many teams on here. And Rebecca, I can let you go after me real quick because this was my first leadership conference. I started coaching December 2018 is when I signed up, started January 2019. And this is my first year earning this, my first year going, and it was absolutely incredible. And I think kind of like what Brooke said is I just learned being in that space right away. I also felt like, and it's different for everyone, but I remember being a new coach, I felt like there was so much competition. It was like, okay, like we're all competing because we're all doing the same thing and we're trying to, get customers and get people to sign up with us. And I remember going on social media and seeing other coaches, and I'm going to be real honest, I had a little bit of competition in the back of my mind. I'm like, oh, well, everyone's going to them because, you know, she's prettier. She has a better feed. She's got this. Oh, if only I had that following, I could get to where I wanted to be. And first off, hitting 5-star and feeling like super freaking normal after it, I'm like, oh, like, okay, like this is great. It was fun. We celebrated, but I'm still me. I'm still doing the thing. And then going to this conference, I just felt like in all the spaces I've been in so far, like I did not feel that. I felt like people were smiling at each other. They were waving. Like there was just this sense of like, we all worked to get here. It wasn't like we just bought a ticket and showed up to learn from a training. It was like, no, you had to like earn your spot, or you had to, even if you were invited as a guest, you had to hit certain requirements, at least Star Diamond. So you had worked pretty hard to get there. So I just felt this energy in the room. I realized everyone's super normal. Like I ran into coaches and they would introduce themselves and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I followed you. Like you're like a superstar, crazy diamond. And they were just so normal. Like it was the coolest thing to experience for the first time. So Rebecca, if you have anything that you want to add, then we can get to it.
Yes, I agree with everything said. I think for me, huge takeaway was just like the energy that was there. Just makes you really proud of the company. Like I've always loved Beachbody. I love the workouts. I've always thought the trainers are amazing, but I think being there and hearing Carl talk about the name change, which I'm sure we'll talk about, and like his emotion, I think just made me even more proud to be a coach and to be a part of this specific company, because I don't know, it just reminded me, it can feel easy sometimes to get burnt out as a coach at times, and leaving just reminded me like, okay, just have fun with the basics again. And just, you know, you fell in love with this for a reason in the beginning. And this is a privilege to be a part of this company and to get to do what we do. So that was just a huge takeaway for me to like come back excited to offer this gift to other people, because we can get in ruts easily. And so if you feel like in a rut, talk with your coach, you know, but it's an amazing company. And I'm just thankful that we get to be a part of it. That's, yeah, ditto everything else said.
So good. Yeah, you wrapped it up perfect. Awesome. I don't know if Megan's on here. If you want to unmute Megan, you can. I can't see anybody. But we're just going to kind of go through all the announcements real quick. So Carl kicked us off and he really went deep. If you guys haven't heard of the name change, we'll get to that in a second. But before he announced anything, he really just talked about, you know, the history of the company and when he started 23 years ago, and really dug deep into diet and fitness culture. And this whole, you know, 23 years ago, marketing people in this industry, specifically with health and fitness, would kind of market this, you know, if you look good, you will be happy. When you lose weight, you'll be good. And they would kind of like almost like prey on like, you want to get these toned abs and stuff, this is how. So over the years, this has really shifted. And luckily, our CEO and our company has seen that and has grasped onto it. And really the heart of this company since the beginning has been to help people feel better of themselves. But, you know, unfortunately with the name and being a health and wellness company and just what comes with it, you know, there was a lot of, you know, this like, oh, Beachbody, blah, blah, blah. So even though we know, most of us know, once you get into this community and this ecosystem, that is not what we are about. So he shared this clip, or this is a clip of him announcing it.
And we gave it this name. We didn't set out to promote an idea. We just made up the word. And people in the media now use these two words to refer to a specific type of look, a beach body. And honestly, as proud as I am of this company, that word is reinforcing an idea. So there are articles where Beachbody and bikini body are used synonymously, and it's undermining us. So to leave a category that frees people from judgment and competition, to open up our business to tens of millions more people who've been sitting on the sidelines because they didn't want to be in a constant battle with their sweet tooth, or they didn't feel welcome by an industry built on imperfection. we need to make this change. So this spring, we will begin to officially, gradually change our platform name from Beachbody to Body.
Okay, I had to see if they got him crying. Like this whole room was in tears, and I felt it just kept going that rest of that minute. I get chills watching it again. I'm on the call, okay, honey? Okay. So that is probably like the biggest news of the weekend is that we are officially Team Body. I know they're kind of phasing through it. So I think it's going to be like official in March because there's a lot of things that they have to go through. But after that weekend, we were calling ourselves Body Coaches, Team Body, and we are here for it. So we have always been in the business of helping people feel healthy. And unfortunately, that name had just put up so many barriers because of the media. And I know talking to so many people now on social media, having this conversation with people, they're like, wow, like, I'd consider joining now. I'm like, really? Because of the name change? Like we've all been preaching all these things for so many years, but you know what? Like this is the reality. It's just the reality of what we're facing. So we are about to open up so many doors for people that need this so bad. Like it's still, oh my gosh, it still makes me cry. So I'm not going to keep diving into this, but this is amazing. And you guys, this is like the best time to be a coach. You're on this call for a reason. Oh my gosh, I can't even, like the people that have coached and built to this point, like I'm so proud of them, but this is the time. So don't think because you weren't at this retreat or you're not where you want to be because of rank or income, or maybe you're brand new, you think that there's not enough success for you. There are so many people out there because of this that are going to be ready, and you want to be ready. So just wanted to throw that out there for you guys. Okay, here's a couple things that they talked about too. And Gabby, Rebecca, Brooke, if you want to jump in at any time, I'm going to kind of just go through it. But I love this sub part of our mission and this health esteem movement that we are on, and just being healthy is eating more dessert and swapping dirty energy for clean energy. So this is a big thing that they're going to be sharing, and I'll talk to you guys a little bit. I think they have pictures of the new brand spanking new amazing total solution pack that we are going to have. I know for me, that's going to be my like one and done to get everyone set up with. And it's all about, you know, living this healthy and happy life and eating your dessert every single day and enjoying every single bite of it. Okay. Do you guys need me to stop at all? Is there anything? Otherwise, we can dive into body blocks. I am super excited for this. And if you guys have questions too, you can put it in the comments and we can kind of just go through them all at the end, because I know this is going to be a lot, and plan to probably rewatch this video. So we are moving away. Oh, yeah. Go.
I was just going to say, like, when I first heard it, I was like, what? No, like this sounds so complicated. And now, so like, if you have those feelings, it's very normal. Like, I think it's very like normal. And the more I processed it, I'm like, okay, this is actually going to be awesome and way smoother. And like, we are not going to have to be like training every few months on a brand new program. So I'm going to let Brooke explain it, but I just want to preface that with like, if you kind of feel overwhelmed with this, it's going to make sense and it's going to sink in the more you hear it.
Yeah. And I think that's how we felt too. I mean, it was a lot of information, and we're giving this to you guys like fast. Like we had a whole weekend to process. So take it with a grain of salt, take notes, take a deep breath, and know that you're on this call, you're here, like you're already one step ahead of the person that hasn't signed up yet. So you're in a good space. So the company's moving away from program launches. Again, there's some talks about that if they are going to have them, but the Body Blocks is going to be a big thing. So every first Monday of the month, this is what I think of it as. Every first Monday of the month, there's going to be a new body block, and it is 3 weeks long. So 21 days with a week break. So the 4th week is going to be like a rest, functional recovery week. And they went all into the science about, you know, the 21-day programs that did really well, and the science behind even the body, and how working out for 3 weeks and having that active recovery week. If you guys think of like 645, like that was a program that really started with this, like, okay, you need to have a full week of active recovery, because when you work out program after program after program, you can unintentionally burn your body out. And Autumn Calibre even shared a story about how when she was creating 9-week Control Freak, they just kept going back to back to back to back. And she said by the end of all the recordings and doing the program, she was barely able to jump because she had just burned her body out so much. So even like the fittest of the fit benefit from having this built-in functional recovery week. So let me keep saying, I breezed through these quickly.
I'm just going to
go ahead.
comment really quickly. I also listened to a part of our national wake up call today, and they said also that they plan to roll out some information about how women can start utilizing the body blocks in alignment with their cycles. And I thought that that was neat, that like some of that education will start coming out. I've seen some talk about that amongst my customers and my audience. So I just love how this is being rooted in science. Like we're not just guessing, we're not just throwing out what we think is going to attract people. It's like, what does the data show most currently that is going to serve people the best, so that they're not beating their body down during their cycle, and they shouldn't be, you know, and this, the way these body blocks are designed will give us that flexibility to still do a program, right? But not feel like we got behind. Oh man, I still got to do this crazy heavy week of lifting because I don't want to get behind on my program. And they're even listed by day 1, day 2, day 3, not like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So you don't have that mental block of I'm getting off track or I'm behind everybody. But I just thought that was neat. And they're also going to be coming out with some nutrition education surrounding our cycles too, and how we should be fueling our bodies during that.
I just love how there's so much science behind this. Like when they were explaining it, and sometimes that can get a little bit over my head, but they like were just spitting things out left and right. And I think that's what's amazing about what we have too, because I know like there are so many other, you know, amazing platforms and free workouts out there, but we have a team that is like super efficient in creating these things, that they weren't created by mistake. Like they were very intentional when they made a decision to go forth with this based on multiple data points. So super exciting about the body blocks, keeping it simple, keeping it, you know, results focused and also health focused. And I think it's going to be a really great thing. So this is what I was really excited about. They gave us kind of a sneak peek of what's to come next year. And like I said, every first Monday of the month, there will be a new body block, and each month there will be a certain trainer. So they're going to kind of like recreate their favorite program. So it's going to be like a mini program every single month. And again, you can kind of look at this calendar and say like, oh, like I'm going to do this one, but maybe I won't do, you know, T25. Maybe I'll do XB Sweat and Sculpt that month, and then do job 1 the next month. Like you have that freedom and flexibility to continue to do what you want. But the thing I'm really excited about is I think this is going to simplify marketing. And we have these program launches with all these dates. And I don't know if anyone else feels this way, but you're like, when am I going to start my group for this 8-week program? And there's a customer launch and a coach launch and all these things. This is going to be so simple. Like for me in my brain, I'm looking at these body blocks and I say, okay, every Monday, I'm starting a 3-week challenge. That last week, that functional movement week, I'm going to do some kind of free group or webinar, and then I'll start again next Monday. Can people join anytime? Absolutely. But from the marketing standpoint, which if you guys are a coach and you want to make this business work, it's good to think ahead and have a marketing plan. You literally right here from March to December, have it laid out for you. So there's not going to be all this guesswork where you're trying to figure out these dates and how it's going to work. It's going to be for my brain. And I'm actually starting this like this month. I have a challenge going on right now. And I'm just going to get into that habit and that routine, because that's what this business is. It's doing the basics and the habits. Every first Monday, I'm going to start a challenge. That's what I'm going to promote. This Monday, pick your program, whatever. We're going to do 3 weeks, and maybe we'll focus on our cycle or nutrition or one of the body blocks or something. And then that last week, we all get to kind of rest, free week, promote, talk, invite, and get people ready for the next body block. Like, but that's something I'm super excited about. I don't know if you guys, if anyone else wants to speak on this, on what they're excited about, but I think this for me has simplified coaching. Like I'm not going to be guessing every week what I'm inviting to, because it's so freaking simple.
So there was a question, what's the difference in the super block and the body block? These are the super blocks. So each of our super trainers will get, it's 3 weeks followed by the rest, or like the recovery week, right? So, yeah, so each month will be a super block. In addition, there are going to be body blocks, so that like we're not limited to whatever's going on. Like, I love Lacey to death. I'm thrilled for my beginner people, but like that's not a program for me. So I'll probably be diving into a body block, or we'll still have the BOD library. Nothing's going to be added to it, but it's still going to be there. But this feature of the super blocks just makes it, very exciting. There's always something to like create FOMO about. However, it's not like, I feel like our launches just kind of went, it's not going to be like that anymore, because it's just all in one place now, and it's simple, and people know they will know what's going on. But just to reemphasize, each trainer is going to get a super block each month. So like Lacey's kicking it off in March. It's going to be a 3 week, whatever, followed by a recovery week. So really 4-week program. So that's the difference. So basically there will be body blocks, BOD, and super blocks. Yeah. And live classes. Like, it'll be a complete library, which is what they should have done in the first place. But it's all coming together.
You're wearing your cute little, is that a dragon suit?
Yeah, my big head was about Halloween, so this is how I ended up tonight.
It's so great. I was like, where? I hear her voice, but now I see. Oh my gosh, thank you for explaining that, because I know I'm still kind of like learning my range. Just like first Monday of every month, I have something to invite to. Week 3, coach info opportunity. Week 1, like it's gonna be so simple.
Yeah, that is a great plan. Are the workouts live? I don't know for sure. I like vaguely remember him saying like it's going to be filmed just like the programs are now. Like, how they do like they release one a day, whatever that's called.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I can find out for you. Will the super blocks be available for the month they launch, like the live classes? Oh, after the month. Yes, I believe so. It's going to like stay available. I think
they said something about it's going to be kind of like a program where
so they'll go into a library just like BOD, but now we're going to get this continuous thing. Okay, here's what's cool. I don't think you went over this yet. You unlock super blocks for $29, but if you are on a qualifying HD order, you get them for free. Your customers, your PCs, as long as you're on your HD order, all the super blocks are free to you, which was
I know everyone in the room was like, yes, thank you. Like incentive finally for customers to stay on their HD. Like, I think this is a game changer. I really do. I'm going to emphasize the crap out of that. But of course it's going to be qualifying, and I'm assuming that's probably going to be 90 PV. But you know, more information is going to come out. I was trying to see if there was any more questions.
I do recall Lacey saying something about her being able to form correct people for her beginner block.
Oh,
so there must be some aspect of it that has podcast. There's got to be something, whether they have an existing cast. For example, Healthy Obsession is coming up, and myself and maybe some other people in here, I don't know, are supposed to be participating in that podcast. I don't yet know how that works. So she's going to be seeing some people, but I don't know if it's going to be live to like the general population podcast.
Yeah. Well, that's the good thing about, so Autumn's, what's it called again? Healthy Obsession. Next month, we're going to get to sample how this is going to work. So, you know, we're all figuring it out as it goes, but thank goodness they're doing it a couple months in advance just to sample it.
And this will be free. So if you have Body Healthy Obsession, we're not going to have to pay to like unlock that. How it will work with super blocks later. This is like the guinea pig, first one, freebie if you already have Body. So that's an incentive for our teams and customers to make sure that they have Body and go ahead and do their annual Body upgrade now so that they can be, I mean, we want to talk about FOMO and marketing, like being basically the test group for the first the first Body block, because this hasn't been done before.
Yeah, thank you for explaining that. I know that's kind of woo, it was a lot listening to that at leadership. It's super exciting. Feels maybe complicated now for veterans, for new coaches. I think it's going to be so simple. It's going to be such a game changer. I love this. So we are going to be moving to one single platform. So just Body, and it's going to be fitness, nutrition, mindset, which we'll talk about in a little bit, that I'm super excited for. And this plan is going to be happening in March of next year. So again, kind of like Gabby said, like just upgrade and get Body now so that you're not fumbling around when this launches and you're like, what's going on? And Gabby knows a lot more about the money side of that. So if you want to talk about that, you can. I am not, but I just say do it so you're not missing out. We are launching, and this is this year, our new Shake and Hustle pack, which I am thrilled about for so many reasons. Number one, I've already been getting people set up with this. These are our two biggest products, Shakeology and Energize. And the new pack is going to be really nicely bundled. So you're not going to get this box where stuff's just thrown in. You are going to get this very beautiful package for this opening experience. I'm not sure if they're doing that right away this year, but it's in development. So this picture right now is not the official box, but it's going to look something like this. And in the Shake and Hustle, it's a $219 total solution pack. It's going to include Body, I think it's Bod and Body for that $219, plus 20 servings of Shakeology and 20 servings of Energize. Now, I'm going to be honest, when I first saw this, my little cheap brain was like, oh, now I have to order more. But here's the thing, you guys. I mean, we use it. I use this stuff, but think about our customers that are like, oh, I'm going to cancel my order because I have way too much. And then I have people messaging me. They're like, what do I do with expired Shakeology? I want to start now. There is so much research and data that shows that people aren't reordering and they're canceling their orders because they have an oversupply. So they are doing the 20 servings, which also aligns with the 3 weeks of exercise, so that you're using the products in this 3 weeks. And then you can kind of reevaluate, okay, am I going to reorder or not? without having this oversupply issue. Because let's be real, new people, when they first sign up, they're not like us veteran coaches that are like in the habit of using it every single day. So the goal is really to, 3 weeks, get them to fall in love, get them on a program, get them those results, and then kind of reevaluate if they want to keep going without going through the whole process of like canceling and whatnot. Yes, it includes the year subscription to BOD with the option to upgrade to Body. This will be available as a total solution pack in December with Sure Thing. So I am so pumped. And then the next step is they plan to turn this into a new starter pack. They don't have a name, with the newer, nicer boxing again. So the boxing, I think, will come in March, but the Shake and Hustle will be available in December. Okay.
And also that pack will be available, like that, the Shakeology and Energize combo that's 20 servings will also be available to put on Home Direct, even after your total solution pack. So if that ends up being your sweet spot or your customer's sweet spot, having the 20 and 20, it's going to be the same cost as Shakeology would have been. So like the 129 is worth 90 PV. So that's awesome that like they can continue that kind of ordering and not have to jump to a 30-day supply of shakes, whole separate order of Energize. Hopefully it'll be like just what they needed for the month, and it will keep some consistency and not people canceling because of the oversupply or having to, order a whole nother, how many servings are in a tub? 30 something, maybe 40 something. Yeah. And it like not be their favorite flavor or whatever. So this is a really awesome option for another HD option that's 90 PV.
Okay, there's a couple questions coming in if you guys want to answer. Because I really don't know. Is this 90 PV? I thought it was more, the Shake and Hustle.
The pack probably is, but when they put it on HD, just the products moving forward.
The 20 servings.
Because it's both. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Brooke Harris. I know there's going to be a simplified version of Portion Fix and 2B Mindset because people were saying it was too complicated and they couldn't learn the whole program. There were so many resources. So in the pack, it's going to be a very like simple, I don't even remember what they called it. They called it something like the basics. Oh, that's what it was. It was the basics. So the basics for Portion Fix, the basics for 2B. If people want to dive all the way in, they can purchase the full program, which I like to remind people, I paid so much money to have both of those programs. So it's still a good deal. I paid, oh my gosh, I can't even, like hundreds of dollars for Ultimate Portion Fix and 2B Mindset. Like, I think it was like over 300. So it's such a good deal. Will the 30 serving bag still be available? I think so, right? Because anyone else?
Yes, it definitely will. I can, like, especially for the people they know that drink it every single day. Yeah. I think this is just like another option.
All right. If we're feeling good about that, we're moving on. New personal development Body. This is our new vice president of personal development and our health esteem content. Her name is Petra. She did the most beautiful talk. Everyone was crying. Of course, there were so many tears this weekend. She showed this super amazing video of 2 doors where one said average, like above the door, and the next door said beautiful. And they did like this whole test of like which door would people walk through. And every single woman, just about every single woman walked through the average door. It was like, we were all like, but you're all beautiful. Anyway, it was so good. So Body will be featuring a new section for personal development and mindset coaching. And this is going to be amazing. There will be new themes and content in the library every month. Again, we can't even, it's so hard for us to even we can't even compare. We are making ourselves incomparable. Like, we have a platform that doesn't just have fitness. We're going to have personal development and mindset and nutrition all in one for this insane price. So that's going to be really exciting.
And here are two examples of things that are going to be added as she's like moving to the next slide. One was that it's going to start being incorporated that, say, when you log on to Body or pull it up, that there might be a prompt question, and it's going to be like called like a vibe check-in. Like, how are you feeling today? You know, and then there might be one or two like questions after that, depending on how you respond, just to kind of like be in tune with like your feelings and maybe get some affirmations and some encouragement. And another thing that they'll add is some of that content called walk-ups, so that if you are someone who likes to go for walks or wants to start going on walks more frequently, it's something that you could pop in and be listening to while you're walking. So like really practical things, not necessarily like something they're going to throw in your box when you get a total solution pack and then like someone might never look at again. Like it's going to be part of the platform and kind of in your face, which I think is good, because that might be the only time that week that person has been asked, how are you feeling?
So good. Thank you for adding that so much. Are we good to move on to the new Success Club point opportunity? I might start coughing. Okay. Anyway, so this is really exciting. They're revamping this. This is in 2023, but we are going to be able to get Success Club points for volume because we realized we were not using the entire library of programs and products and all the things we have because people were so hyper-focused on total solution packs. We were missing the boat with so many people. I'm going to be real honest. Like now we are going to be able to earn 1 SE point from every aggregated 125 personal volume coming from new and inactive customers and preferred customers in the month. So this is for all those inactive customers and PCs sitting in your downline. I know I have 80,000 that sit there that are like, it's going to happen one day. They can't have purchased in the last 90 days. So if they have like a Shakeology Home Direct or they purchase here and there in the 90-day period, it will not count. But for those inactive people, if they go beyond that 90 days and they're ready to come back and you know, sell some beach bars and then another customer orders a tub of Energize and then you get somebody set up with Body. I don't know exactly how it's going to work, but that will combined accumulate a Success Club point. This is going to be huge, 1 for Success Club, but 2 for your income, because you are going to open up so much opportunity by really, truly matching people to what they need. I know I'm still going to lead with the total solution pack because that's what changed my life. That is the best bang for your buck. And it just makes sense because you're getting everything in one. But now for those people that aren't ready and you need to get their foot in the door and they want to try something, it's gonna boost your income and your volume so much. It's gonna be amazing. You're still gonna be able to get 2 Success Club points for the total solution pack. So that's remaining. So this new 1 SE point thing is changing. Any
What questions do y'all have about that?
I was just wondering. So you can get SE points now for PC renewals. My guess is they can't have ordered anything within that 90-day period, which includes anything that accumulates volume. So if they're ordering like Energized tubs and they have a renewal, probably not, is my guess.
But if you have someone who came on as a PC with like their pack and then they never ordered again, but they also never canceled,
yes.
I mean, yeah, then the PV, like that value of that order would go towards this aggregated total that you're looking for.
So the 125 has to be from one person, or
it's got to be added.
That's amazing.
I think I said aggregate.
Does it count for annual renewals? So like people who just like, they only have the Body, let's say, because it's not going to be bought anymore, but they only have Body, one that renews annually, that counts?
Yes.
Yeah. As long as they've ordered nothing else in 90 days is my understanding. And like,
They did say that if they order a solution pack, because they're already getting 2 points for the solution pack, you don't get the volume from the solution pack.
Oh, they did. Thank you.
But if they're doing just the workouts for a year, which is honestly stupid for anybody to do anymore, then they would get that volume, but not for a solution pack because you already get
True. Right. You can't like double dip on the points. It's either like you're getting your points from this or you're getting them from getting a pack. Yeah.
This is going to be so great for new coaches' confidence. I got a new coach started the other day. Well, she's been around for a while, but like was a little frozen with the whole Success Club culture. Like it's something she wants, but she was like, I have people that want bod and body or energize and this and that, but they don't want a total solution package. And I'm like, well, what happened to them? She's like, well, I just didn't sign them up with anything. And I'm like, no, get their foot in the door. And so now we're finally being rewarded for getting our foot in the door with anything. I mean, this might be my favorite update, honestly.
Mine too. Cause yeah, so many people will be like, oh, it doesn't generate SC. So no, it's like, wait, no, you're going to get commission, do something, even just bod, you get commission, money in your pocket. Don't leave money on the table. It's my favorite that Autumn said. Ooh.
One more thing. I have a question. Does that have to be on Home Direct though, still?
No, I don't think so.
Does it look like it? Mm-mm.
Nope.
I mean, we get PV points from anything though, right? So I mean,
yeah. So if
we're just like a few, somebody can order a shirt for us and be able to get it.
It has to be 125 PV. Can you only earn one of those per month? It can be
it's like if somebody, I don't know what they all equal up to. I'm still trying to figure that out. But let's say we have 2 different people order 1 box of beach bars and we're only like 20 points away. If they order a shirt that is more than 20 PV, that's how we can get a Success Club point.
Yeah, 1 point.
Look at Gabby, but I think yes. I mean, I'm thinking even if you're slaying sales and Energize and beach bars,
retail machine.
Oh, I'm thrilled. I'm
gonna open an Energize shop.
Now, what I wonder, to kind of piggyback on Rebecca's thing, and I know we can't get in the weeds too much, but this implements 2023. So this is in 2.5 months, whereas the body block stuff is like March. So we have a minute to wrap our head around that. But there's also the opportunity if someone were to say they have not purchased in 90 days and then they order a Success Club eligible purchase, right? They order Shakeology or the Performance Stack. It's the first time in 3 months they've ordered it. Well, that gave us 2 points anyway, right? So you're getting 2 points from that Success Club points anyway. And then I believe the volume from that then counts towards this. So then you're like earning potentially close to 3 Success Club points from helping reactivate a customer or preferred customer or a new one, right? Or getting someone new started with an already Success Club eligible order. Like Rebecca said, the packs aren't counting. You get the regular 2 points, move on. You don't get the volume. But I believe the other stuff you would. I haven't seen something that says that you wouldn't. Just help people with what they need. Like, exactly. That's the point. You're going to start getting recognized and rewarded on the Success Club system for doing that. And we're no longer pressured and feeling the pressure to stay in the box of the like 5 ways to order to get Success Club, basically. And yeah, this is going to increase your income more than selling challenge pack. I'm just going to say, like,
yeah, and increase your confidence. Like this is, I think, the best. Besides the company name change, I'm so thrilled. With that being said, we still have a couple months left in the year. So we still have October, November, December. So I know for me, I'm not stopping. I'm not going to give up on Success Club and just be like, oh, well, January 2023, blah, 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 it's going to be better. I'm still going to hit Success Club. every single month and get that Lululemon jacket. But I also personally, I'm not going to turn people down if they're not ready. And I'm going to start giving them their options. So that means for the rest of this year, I'm having conversations, and this is what you guys should be doing too. And I mean, take it with a grain of salt, whatever, do what you want to do. But I don't miss Success Club and I don't plan to. I am going to still find those people that I am going to help to get set up with that total solution pack. And for this month, if you get them set up with the bod and body total solution pack, the one that's $219, that's 3 points for October. So you only need 2 people. So it's not even 3. So you can get those points super easy this month. So I don't want people to like take this call and be like, okay, I'm going to wipe my hands clean, enjoy the holidays, eat the cake, and then I'll start in January. Like, you need to build this foundation now, because the people that you're talking to now could be your diamonds next year. I had diamonds pop to get me on this trip that joined October of last year. So I don't want people to look at this and be like, I'll just wait. Like, no, start talking now. But also, I mean, make sure to have those people, make sure to get into SE, lock it in these next couple months, and have the conversations with people. If people aren't ready and they're like, oh, they have hesitation, say, okay, that's fine. Like, what can we get you started with? Get into that habit and routine now. All right. So are there any more questions or any more things on that? Because I know that's a big one. Okay, I'll get back to that. So the new Success Club rewards, oh Lord have mercy if someone wants to hop in on this. I think I kind of get it. We have the 36912 program. I think I put it in the chat, the Lululemon jacket. They give us cute little snuggies and things when you hit Success Club, like 3 months in the year, 6 months. And if you hit them all 12 months, you'll get like some super cool reward. Next year, they are moving from the gifts to cash. So you hit 3 months, you get $50, 6 months, 75, 9 months, 100, 12 months, 125. So I had to ask Megan, I was like, what's the math? When we were sitting by each other, it's like $350 extra a year when you hit SC for 12 months. This is where I got a little confused. So if anyone wants to hop in, coaches that are enrolled in 2022 or 2023, so new coaches, or coaches with a join date of 2021 or prior that did not achieve Success Club in 2022. They talked a little bit about this because we all know COVID happened. Tons of people signed up, wanted to work the business, hoorah, rah. Life started to get back to normal, and people have kind of fallen off and done nothing. This is just, again, data and what they've seen in the network. So this is to hopefully incentivize the coaches that signed up before, 2021 and prior, that feel like maybe they signed up and they missed the boat on coaching. They can't hit Success Starter. They can't get any of the cute little rewards, to kind of re-incentivize them. Like, hey, you can start your business and, be a part of this 36912 rewards program. So the cool thing that we have too is the Success Club executive opportunity. So this, I think, is for everyone. And there's $1,000 sitting on the table waiting for you guys, January 2024. That's the payout date. If you achieve Success Club in at least 11 months during the calendar year, and you have 10 Success Club qualifications from your eligible personally sponsored coaches. This can come from one coach that hits SC 10 months in the year with you. You and another buddy link arms, you rock the year together. You get it for 11 months. They get it for 10 months. You get $1,000 bonus in January. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Or it can come from multiple coaches. So let's say you have 10 coaches and they're super excited about Lacey's Body Block, and you have 1 month, 10 coaches hit SE. Yippee skippy doo, you checked that box. Now it's just your job to hit SE the rest of the year for 11 months, and you'll get that $1,000 So I hope that kind of makes sense. So it can either be one person hitting it for 10 months. It can be 7 people hitting it inconsistently here and there. But as long as it equals to 10 Success Club qualifications, doesn't matter who it's from and when, you can qualify for that $1,000 bonus that I am definitely planning to get for after Christmas when my credit card goes up a little high. You feel me? So any questions on this? Yes, instead of Ray-Bans, we get $1,000. And instead of a Lululemon jacket, which is really great. I love Lululemon, but that's about like, what, $100, $200? You could buy yourself like 4 Lululemon jackets.
Lulu's for the whole family.
Exactly. Like so much opportunity. And yeah, that's for anyone. So the 3, 6, 9, 12 is for like the coaches in that category. This executive.
And so, yeah, like you could be both. So if you fall in that 3, 6, 9, 12 category because you're a newer coach or you enrolled in 2021, but you never achieved Success Club in this year, doesn't mean you didn't get points on the board if you never actually achieved Success Club. And again, you're like, all right, then this is my year. Like, I'm not leaving that money on the table. You could potentially get all of it if you also have, 10 people on your team qualify for Success Club, or one person do it 10 times or multiple times or whatever.
Yeah. And all your commission, and you're building a team. Like, just start dreaming about what you would do with that. Like write down, like if someone gave you $1,000 today, what could you do that would make you happy? I mean, we all want to be responsible adults too, but what gets you excited and moving towards that? Like, oh, that just pumps me up. Okay. Road to Elite updates. Oh, goodness gracious. I know we are like getting close to the hour. Oh gosh, currently coaches enrolled in 2022 or 2023 count towards your PSSC. In 2023, PSSC will add any coach with a join date of 2021 or prior. So it's the same thing. They're going to add that category of coaches that joined 2021 or before that did not have Success Club in any month of this year, right? And that's PSSC 1. Ooh, that's kind of exciting. I like that. Gabby, you might be better at this than me. And then leadership ranking points. So this goes towards when you see the top 10 and 200 and blah, blah in the company, like this is where those numbers are coming from. That's the best way I can explain it. New success starters will earn 20 points. I think currently it's 10. First time coaches hitting team builder on the road to elite will earn your team 40 ranking points. First time team leaders will earn you 60 ranking points. New premier leaders, 80 points. And then new elite leaders on your team will earn you 100 ranking points. And that all goes towards our elite ranking system. Gabby or Megan, do you have anything more to say on that, or Brooke?
And that's something we can get into more, I think, like with our like diamonds and such who are wanting to build and start really like diving deep with their organizations, kind of getting in the weeds of this kind of stuff. But do know that if this tells you nothing, let it tell you that what you do matters towards your coach becoming elite or your team being elite, because we don't do it by ourselves. When people are being recognized as elite coaches or premier coaches or team, even as you guys become team builders and team leaders, like that's because your team did something. Your team started getting in success, having Success Club opportunity, and basically they're expanding it to, I don't want to say make it easier, but to incentivize us to continue to invest our time in mentoring those coaches that we got on board more than a year ago. Basically, before Road to Elite was very focused on like your brand spanking new coaches. So again, it's widening that a little bit. And so just know that you play an important role in that. And then becoming part of that that path will help you understand it better, and how your team can help you advance on the road to elite too.
Yeah, that's perfect. Cause I know like this always confused me a bit when I was new. I honestly didn't really understand road to elite at all, but I like to think of things in dollar signs. That's how my brain works. I'm like, okay, what does this mean? Like points are great, but what does that mean for money? Well, it means that you're increasing your volume, but you're also duplicating. So now you're not just helping people get healthy and fit, you're helping them bring in money for their families too, which I know for me was huge. So you being on this road to elite and hitting team builder and team leader, like you're helping people pay for their products. You're helping people pay for their gas or their groceries. Like, even if it's little things, like that's huge, especially today when gas is outrageously expensive. So that means you are helping people with their health esteem and their health and fitness, but also bringing back money into their family instead of feeling like they're taking it away. I know people say that all the time. Oh, I don't want to take money away from my kids and my family by drinking this shake that's so good for me. That also helps me be a better mom and wife and all the other things. But now when you're doing this, you're helping them cover some of that stuff. So that's how I like to think of it, that I'm earning, but my team is also earning. And I think that's pretty cool. So all right. So today is your new day one. What are you going to do with it? We have so much coming down the pipe. So no matter where you've been or what you think you're capped out at, or if you're new and you're sitting here, because I used to sit and watch people, oh my gosh, it like will bring tears to my eyes, like watch like coaches and I'm like, oh, I wish I could do that. I wish I could go on these trips. And when I started coaching, I was a school social worker working full-time, miserable at my job. I never knew that I would be here doing this and going on this trip and bringing my husband. Honest to God, I just had a conversation with a chick today and she's like, my husband still thinks it's a bunch of crap. I'm like, so did mine. He literally would be like, what are you doing with your cult friends? Haha. Like, not really funny, but I took him on this trip to leadership. And we walked into the room and I did the social media thing where you take a video of the room and he walked around. And after I took the video, I was like, would we have ever gone out of our way to plan a trip for ourselves and, you know, fork up the money to stay at a 5-star resort like this for the two of us? And he's like, no, never. Like, him saying that and the look that he had on his face was just so like such a we did it moment. Like, it felt so freaking good. And guys, I am normal as crap. I know Gabby and Rebecca and Brooke and Megan, like, we all are unique in our own ways. We all bring different things to the table. We lead differently. We have, you know, different ways that we work our social media and stuff, but we all have one thing in common. We are here because we have a belief in the business, a belief in what we do, and a will to help people, and also to never give up and to always wake up every day thinking, this is my day one. What can I do with it? So I want to know what you guys are going to do with it, and maybe throw it in the comments. I want to hear, what are you going to do? How are you going to seize this opportunity? Start thinking about it. And I know it can be pretty overwhelming because trust me, I woke up this morning and I was like, oh my God, I feel like I got to overhaul everything I'm doing. You don't. You're already doing something right. You're pressing play on your workouts. You're here on this call. Now it's time to share it. Get out there, start talking to people, and friggin' bleed blue or whatever it is. Find that belief for yourself. And if you don't have it, take the belief from us and know that you guys, anyone can go on these trips. Anyone can make this business work if you have that belief, and if you just get out there and just start taking the steps and doing the work by showing up. So with that, next couple things is there is New Leader Conference coming up next year. You guys can still qualify for this. There's still time left in the year. The FAQ right here is $13.88. So literally Google Beachbody FAQ $13.88. You can look up the qualifications on how to get here. First, like, honestly, if you guys are close, or even if you feel like you're not close, but you're like, you know what, I'm freaking ready to go. Like, let's do this. This conference, me and Rebecca were at the very beginning of the year in Vegas, even though it feels like it was 5 years ago. We're like, wait, that was just this year. This conference was a game changer. It was definitely like a mini leadership retreat. And with everything we just shared with you guys, I have a feeling they're going to 10x it at NLC. I actually kind of wish I was there because I feel like this week, they gave us the announcements, they gave us the bones, but come February 2023, we're going to be ready to launch. So I feel like you guys, the ones that are at NLC and at this new leader conference, are the ones that are going to be coming back to us to tell us, okay, how are we going to go all in and implement this? Because they're going to have everything ironed out by then. So get there if you can. Look up that FAQ, ask your coach if you have more questions on how to get there. If that's something you're interested in, I think that's going to be amazing. And then leadership next year, you guys, October, it's going to be in Scottsdale, Arizona again. We would love to see you there. I would love to talk to anyone that wants to talk about getting there. And if I talk anymore, I'm going to start coughing. So does anybody have any questions, or does anyone else want to talk?
You're amazing, Brookie, especially at 9:30 at night. Honestly, I'm like, I'm so tired, but I'm listening. Yeah, just to piggyback off that, like, I love, someone said, well, maybe it was Carl, or maybe it was like a top coach, which just like, let's look at this next year, like where everyone is a brand new spanking coach, and like, let's just all link arms and run together. And I just loved that outlook. Of course, if you've been around for a long time, you're not brand new, but like, there's just so many new changes. Like, no one has the upper hand here. We're all figuring it out, and it's exciting stuff. So like, wherever you're at in your journey, if you have 0 working coaches, 0 customers right now, like, who freaking cares? Like, we're all starting at the same playing field. Like, let's do it together. And I think that's kind of the attitude I'm going to bring into this next year and over the next couple months of like, this is my first year as a coach again. I'm ready to go. Let's do this. Like, let's link arms, because I think it comes down to making sure we never forget how those new coaches feel, so we can help them. And because this always stays back to the vitals. Like, we're never too good for the invites, the follow-ups, the social media, the connecting, like that never gets old. So like, just if you're feeling a little overwhelmed, like, deep breaths, you're already ahead, like Brooke said, or Gabby said, and like, it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm pumped. So that's all I got. Before I start coughing.
All right, awesome. Oh, is there anyone else? I thought I heard someone, sorry.
No, it was me. I just said the good old Midwest cough.
Oh, I know, it's miserable right now. All right, guys, I know it's super late. I will get this uploaded tonight. My computer sometimes takes 90 years, so I'll get it to you guys by tomorrow, but thank you. I see some people in the comments saying they're feeling overwhelmed. This is my best next step. Get some sleep, take care of your health esteem, wake up tomorrow, drink your Energize, press play on your workout. Focus on that, the next will come. All right?
One quick question, girls. Do you know if they're taking down the videos, you know, like the leadership videos, that the announcements or the sessions or whatever, are those disappearing? When?
Yes, I saw, if they're not already, like I saw tonight they were supposed to be, or if not, probably tomorrow or the next few days. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Good talk. I had no idea. So thanks, Brookie. All right, you guys, have a great night. Thank you so much. Can't wait to keep working with you all, and see you in the gym in the morning, working out. Bye.